Her question makes sense. She says, Muslims are lucky that they were born in Islam, so it's easier for them to go to Jannah. Okay. Or in other words, that they were born on the right direction. So all what they need to do is learn how to pray and the rest of the ibadat and worship Allah sincerely in order to enter heaven. While others who were not fortunate enough were born non-Muslims, and accordingly they are less fortunate. So is this fair? I would like to quote the hadith in this regard first, in which the Prophet ﷺ said, every person, even all the Christians and all the atheists and the Buddhists whom you see in the world, were born as Muslims, as believers. Because Islam is not a modern religion, something that just happened with Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. No. Islam, no, of course not. It is the religion of all the prophets before. It is the religion of Adam, peace be upon him. So now, every person is born on the pure nature. And his parents, as you said, as you just said, will make him either a Jew or a Christian or a fire worshipper. But the Prophet ﷺ did not say, أَوْ يُسْلِمَانِهِ, or will make him a Muslim, because everybody shared this fact that they were born Muslims. Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ, Surah Al-Balad. We have guided him, we showed him the two paths, the right and the wrong. And this is the very quality which only human beings and jinn were given, and no other creatures were given, which is the free choice. So if those non-Muslims have been informed about Islam, and they chose not to accept it, then it is their fault. They should bear the consequences of their choice. If a Muslim was born in Islam, as we see many Muslims, they lose their deen, or many Muslims by the name, but they do not practice the deen, that is their choice as well. So they will be held accountable for their choice. In order to understand how fair it is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِن مِّنْ أُمَّةٍ إِلَّا خَلَى فِيهَا نَذِيرٌ. There is not a single ummah, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to them a warner to tell them about Himself, about monotheism, about the Tawheed, etc. And He also informed us that every nation received a prophet and so on. What about the nations or the individuals who did not know about Islam, did not know about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Then simply they would not be thrown in fire without fulfilling this condition, which is informing them about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For them, there will be a different test on the hereafter, on the day of accountability. This is how fair it is. Every person nowadays of non-Muslims with the media knows about Islam. The person who did not know about Islam but negative things is treated equally similar to the person who did not know about Islam, did not hear about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, did not know about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Fair enough? Yes, of course. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا. On the other hand, we should reflect on this great gift that we were born in Islam. So halfway has been already made easy for us. Now we need to follow up, we need to fulfill our part, catch up with the ibadat, seek forgiveness frequently, try to remain steadfast, lest we go astray or deviate, in order to reach safely to the end point, which is hopefully, inshallah, paradise.